Today, our question is, can a whole food plant-based diet help with infertility?
Oh my, complex question. Of course, we have to start with what's really causing the infertility. And if a woman has had infections that have scarred up her fallopian tubes where the egg has to come down every month and they're all scarred shut, well, at that point, diet is not a player. There's a mechanical problem. You got to go see a good reproductive gynecologist who, under an operating microscope, can open up the tubes. And so if there's a mechanical issue there, the same thing, a man with a very low sperm count, he needs some specialized help from the fertility doctors. But that said, there are a couple of factors that certainly make a big difference. One is that in men, it turns out that lower sperm counts are correlated with how much lead is in the drinking water. It turns out, of all the evil things that lead does, one of them is that it lowers sperm production in men. And consequently, you want to reduce lead. How can you do that? Well, obviously, make sure your drinking water is free of lead as much as possible. But also, it turns out that vitamin C can lower the amount of lead in a man's body. There's various mechanisms we don't need to go into. It blocks reabsorption in the gut, etc. So eating foods with lots of vitamin C, bell peppers are especially high, but citrus fruits. If a man has a low sperm count along with a high lead level, pure drinking water and lots of vitamin C containing foods are a great way to possibly help him raise that sperm count. With women, there can be lots of causes. Polycystic ovary disease, which is another condition that we'll discuss in another Q&A. But if she's consuming dairy products, all the estrogens that are in cheese, ice cream, etc., because the cows are pregnant now in the dairy, these have a very unbalancing effect upon a woman's reproductive cycle. And if you look up dairy and infertility, you'll see that they are definitely correlated. So one of the best things to do is a woman to get the dairy out of her diet. That alone can help her with her fertility issues. So guys with high lead levels need to eat more vitamin C containing foods, and all women need to stop consuming baby calf growth fluid with all those estrogens from the dairy cows, and they'll take big steps to increase their fertility. But again, work with a good fertility doctor who can look for all the other causes for difficulty in getting pregnant.
Okay, well, as you mentioned, there can be many reasons for it, but it's great to know that there are a few things that both men and women can do at home to try and help that. So thank you as always, Dr. Klaper. Thanks everyone for tuning in.
Hi everyone, Dr. Michael Klaper here, announcing our new format for our Q&A with Dr. K. Annie Hagen will be asking me one question that's been sent in by our viewers. So if you want to see if your question is getting answered, do join us for our Q&A with Dr. K right here. Hope to see you then.